Hi, how are you?
Hello everybody and welcome back to your favourite FC25 series on YouTube. It's been Goalkeeper episode 40. Before we get into it though, I did just upload a QPR rebuild which no one saw, so if you want to check that out, I'll leave a link for it and in the description. Please check it out. I think it's one of the best videos I've made in a long time, so I'd appreciate if you could do that. And obviously if you do enjoy this video, remember to leave a like on it, subscribe if you're new, and turn notifications on so you do not miss a thing. Let's get into this first match, which is against Bodo Glimt in the Europa League phase.
It's time to play the game.
Who in real life are currently in the semi-final against Tottenham. 3-1 down, still a second leg to go, so you never know about that. But in my game, they're currently bottom of the Europa League, so they're not doing too well. 23rd, I believe, so not quite bottom, but it started this match very quickly. 2 minutes in, they get an opportunity. Defender gets tackled there, so they snatch it off and get a shot off straight at me. Then I push it out for a corner. 3 minutes into the match, 10 minutes later, they're taking a corner from the other side. They float it towards that nip post to win the header as well, but again, it nestles gratefully into my arms, holding to it lovely jubbly. 20th minute, still another attack. Defender does get in the way, holds the play, but they get a shot the first time. Again, too easy.
So easy.
But it's been Bodo Glimt the whole time this match. And again, they get another chance. Lovely through ball. Near post shot. Make the first save. Back to him. Another save. The deflection goes across the danger zone. But look at the save. Easy first one. But slaps it straight down to him. And he hits it on the bounce. Hits it well as well. But a foot save. Across the danger zone by defenders there to clear lines. But again, 25th minute. This is like the 7th attack. 1-on-1 have been there. What can he do? He slots it away beautifully. They finally break through. Undeservedly? No. They fully deserve that one. They have been so dominant the first 25 minutes of this match. We have done nothing at all. Put us under plenty of pressure and lovely little through ball. Defender doesn't come across. He's 1-on-1 with me. There's not a lot I could have done really. Maybe close down the angle a little bit quicker. I kind of stood my ground hoping. I moved as well, but it just gets under my hand and we're 1-0 down. But they could make it 2. 30th minute little back heel. Bounce up off the defender. Referee's seen it as a hand ball. This is going from bad to worse for us. Defender doesn't know a lot about it, but fortunately for us, the referee and the handball rule in this game is an absolute joke. Look at the back heel. Chips it up. Now the pressure is made to keep this game only 1-0 down. Which way will he go? He goes left. I go left and I make the save beautifully. And defender plays it back to me. And that's the first half done and dusted. We are so fortunate to still be in this match, to be honest. We have not had any adventure into their half at all, and that needs to change, which it does finally in the second half. About 10 minutes into it, we're down the right side of the pitch, into Said, spinning pass, finds the man in the middle, quick pass as well, gets back to Szymanski, he's too close to the goalkeeper, nice strike, but then it goes back to the way it's been the whole time. They get a chance, look at the space outside the box, wanders once, gets a shot off and hits the woodwork, saved by the woodwork, but again all over us, into the penalty box they go, and this time we can't quite hit the target, and that is all she wrote for the match. We had 1 shot on target, they had 7 shots on target. I made 6 saves but couldn't stop that one. Literally, we played so horrendous. It doesn't matter too much because I think we're going to qualify, but this is just not the way we want to be. And now we move on to the second match. This time it's back into the league, which again, we are winning the league, but we're still only about 5 points ahead of second place, so we need another 3 points here to give us an extra bit of cushion. And we start with this match loads better than the first one. Into Said. Little back heel into Szymanski, back to Said, again a bit of space opens up, quick pass, and defenders moving all over the place. Szymanski, little back heel to Tadic, but it's too close to the goalkeeper. Spectacular save. 12 minutes in though, Szymanski back on the ball. A lovely free ball for Tadic. 1-1 of Said now. What a goal that is. That through ball was outrageous. Timed perfectly, weighted perfectly, and the main man gets on the score sheet again. What a passing move. Defenders literally have no idea what's going on. The weight on that pass is actually outrageous, like ridiculous. And Said on his left foot hits it across the goalkeeper. He can't do too much about it. He sets himself, but the pace beats him long before he can even react, and we are 1-0 up. But the other team have a chance to go level terms there. They get the first attack. Palmer, I hope that's not Cole Palmer. They get a shot eventually, and they can't quite hit the target. Scared me for a little bit there, but now look at space Tadic has inside the penalty box. What can he do from his tight angle? Flicks the ball towards Said. First time striking, he whiffs it again, not on target. 30th minute now, we're on another attack. This time our centre back has made a run into box, squares it across the Said, toe poke.
Nice.
2-0, 30th minute, this could be game over already. If Said's scoring goals, you're in for a hard time because he's an absolute monster. Once he starts, he does not stop. He's on for a first half hat-trick already, and our centre-back, by the way, with the assist, there's no one near Said. Literally, you can't give the man who's top goal scorer that time and space in the box, and the toe poke finish is beautiful, generates enough power, toe punt you could say. And now from the kickoff, they actually lose possession ball straight away. The ball's back in Said. What is the defender doing? Side in there. Said, one of the goalkeeper.
Another one.
A hat-trick in 32 minutes. Unbelievable. This man, he's 17 by the way. 17 years old and 73 rated. he is worth about £1 billion. What is that centre-back doing though? Just sliding nowhere near the ball, nowhere near anyone. Just thought, you know what, I fancy a little dive on the floor. But now we come to the end of the half and Sed's back on the ball, gets the support from the midfielder now, back towards Tadic. What can he do? He makes it 4-0. This is more like it. Scoring goals for absolute fun. I'm having fun. Are you having fun? Let me know in the comments down below. But look at the run. Beautiful. Defenders can't track back quick enough. The keeper is just a sitting duck. He is getting pounded from left, right and centre. And I don't think he's made too many saves to stop it. Diving way too late. 4-0. Lucky for them though, they do get about 15 minutes to recover, recuperate and hopefully turn up in the second half, because they've done nothing in the first really, and maybe we slowed down a little bit, cooled off, but it looks like we haven't, because 10 minutes in, Sed's back on the ball, holds the defender, gets spot from Szymanski and Tadic in the box, one of the goalkeeper. What can he do? Out quickly, deflects it onto the post. What a save that was from them. But again, a few minutes later, this time Szymanski in the box, he doesn't make the mistake, he slots it away, and it is 5-0. This game has been a bloodbath, everyone getting involved, and what can you say, defenders just don't do anything. The goalkeeper is just under pain, under fire, he is in distress, shot after shot, and not a lot he can do. He made a great save earlier, but now nothing, nowhere near it. 5-0. Now I have a free kick opportunity, which doesn't come around too often, so what can I do from this quite far distance?
Are you beauty? What a head, son! What a head!
Oh my days. I think this might be the best free kick I've ever scored in any FIFA, by the way. I didn't score too many, but this is absolute perfection. Just look at it. I am super impressed, because look at it. It's so far. 23 metres, but look at the curl. The ball jumps as well, and it's just placed perfectly. Look, the defender jumps, turns his body, whips it around him, top corner, keeper no chance. I'm in disbelief that I scored that goal. Look at the movement on it. Hits the side foot, just misses the player there. The keeper's full stretch, he's literally nowhere near it. Beautiful. 6-0, and we could make it 7 with Sed on the ball again. This time it's Szymanski, a lovely 1-2-zy to Tadic, he's whiffed it across, and now 10 minutes left. I've got a chance here to score another screamer. Tries by luck, the ball's moving all over the place. The goalkeeper watches it the whole way, makes the save, and now only 8 minutes left there, trying to ruin my clean sheet, because in the box he goes, got time and space, but he hits it straight at me and tip it up and over the goal. Whew. Now we've got one more chance to make it 7. Emery there, little step over into Sed. Surely he scores from this position. Of course he does. That's his 4th. 7-0. It has just been a disaster class from his team. I can't even remember their name. I do think they're near the bottom of the table, but come on, you've got to show some sort of fight in this sort of situation. Just way too easy, and you can't give Sed a shot from the penalty spot pretty much. But the referee does end their misery, blows the whistle. 7-0 is the final score. I had one shot on target to make the save, and of course I did that. Their goalkeeper had 11 and then he saved 4, conceded 7. Ridiculous. But have a look at this. Tottenham splashing the cash.
Ew! What the fuck?
Not sure where they got the money for that sort of thing, because normally Tottenham are a bit of a penny pinching team and they normally buy a bunch of terrible players. But there we go. Into the final game of today's episode. We're in the Turkish Cup. Kapatsi, I have no idea if I pronounced that right, and I probably didn't, so I apologise in advance. But I think this is the first cup game we've played with Fenerbahce. We start off quickly with the first shot within 2 minutes, which the keeper does make the save. Then we get a corner, ball bouncing around. You know what happens there? The referee has given a penalty, and I always feel bad for these type of penalties, because it's not really a penalty. The ball's just bounced off into a player, hit a hand, referee gives handball. Look at it, it's just a clash of players, like 4 people bouncing around. Referee gets a penalty, so I normally go straight down the middle, and the goalkeeper saves the power shot for me. We do get another corner, which nothing comes from, but 11th minute, we're down the right side of the pitch, into the box we go under, back into Sed, first time strike, too close to the goalkeeper. They get their first chance just outside the box as well. Turns the defender, gets a shot off, nearly hits the post, but wasn't quite on target there. 25th minute, Sed holding up the player, cheeky little back, who had his first time strike, but it's a weak one. What is he doing? He had more time than he thought, but now again our left back taking advantage of the space, it detached and Sed times it well, but no, the keeper is there with the save. Corner, header it back across, defender clears his line, but off another defender, which means we do get another penalty, and this time I'm not going to be soft. I'm going to take this one a lot more serious, because why not? We need to get in the lead. I want to advance and win some more trophies, but again, it's not really a handball. Poor decision, but I step up for the penalty, hit it well off the post and into the other side of the goal. Very fortunate in the end. I absolutely power blasted that straight at that post, and look how close it is to missing. A little bit more left there, and it's bouncing a mile out, but look at it, it flies. The perfect penalty in some regards, but also a very nervy, shaky one if you're watching along at home. Just the power flies across, but we're 1-0 up. Coming up to the end of the half now, and they play a lovely through ball. He's got time and space, one over me now, but I'm stood my ground, make the save. Good fingers movement there to keep that ball out. And let's have another look from a different angle. Look at it, I stand my ground so well. Just get the hand up, very strong. Wrist action there, and now a little bit of added time to go to the end of the first half. We get a shot off and said misses completely. Then the referee does blow for the half-time whistle. 1 goal, a penalty. A little bit disappointing overall from both teams. Both are not really showing too much. Hopefully that all changes in the second half, which it kind of does. 10 minutes in, they get another opportunity. Got a bit of time and space. Plays a lovely backward pass there into the box. He goes and I cover the near post. No doubt about it. And only a few minutes left of the game. Said gets a chance too close to the goalkeeper. What is going on? 2 minutes left now. Szymanski into Said across the Tadic. Surely he can score from this angle. Yes, he does. Said with the assist. Tadic with the goal. Again, look at the space. He had acres of it to run off the defender. Another one comes across, not quick enough, hits it across him, and there we go. Back of the net, gives us that cushion, and surely that is going to be enough for us to win this match unless we absolutely fall apart with about 2 minutes left of the match. The goalkeeper looks pretty distraught, but the referee doesn't care. He ends their game 2-0 in the end, and we probably deserved it. They only had 2 shots on target, which I did save both of them. 61 rated overall goalkeeper, did make 6 saves, conceded 1, but he didn't. He conceded 2, unless they don't count the penalty. But let's have a look at the player stats for the league. 12 clean sheets for me in 22 appearances. Mert has 7 and 20, Sahin has 7 and 17, Jakub 6 and 15, and Gunay has 6 and 22. Top assist does go to Seddo, 18 and 21, Szymanski 15 and 22, Tadic 12 and 22, Ozkan 7 and 22, and Dennis has 6 and 17. But top goal scorer, of course, is the main man. Said 24 goals in 21 appearances. Szymanski has 15 and 22, Tadic has 12 and 22, Sancho 12 and 19, and Dennis at the bottom there 12 and 17. But that's going to be it for today's episode. I hope you'd enjoy it. If you did, don't forget to leave a like on the video, subscribe if you're new, and turn notifications on so you don't miss a thing. And as always, look after yourself, stay safe, and I'll speak to you next time. Goodbye.